Marathon training is kind of bringing all of these components in my life together in a really beautiful way. I'm in such a good mood just existing. What an incredible thing. I'm just feeling really hype right now and I want to document this. So I'm in week 3 of marathon training. I've had so many things just fall into place in my life. It's kind of shocking to me how it happens after just like 3 weeks. Little things like my time management is better. You know, when I have a full-time job and I'm fitting in this training load for 18 weeks, I have to be really mindful about how I spend my time. Get my chores done more quickly. I love a clean home. I don't like spending time doing laundry or doing the dishes and so on. But if I know that, you know, the free time that I have is what I have, then I'm gonna probably do twice as much in half the time. Or else it just starts to feel chaotic in my environment. And that's not really something that I personally want, especially when I'm training. I want to be able to relax at home. I'm going to probably do twice as much in half the time, especially because I'm going through, you know, more food and more laundry, for example. Kind of feeding into that a little bit, pun very much intended. My nutrition is just so much better. You know, I notice food that upsets my stomach more if I'm on a run. Usually it's not healthy stuff. Low key, I'm still eating like lots of unhealthy stuff, but in more so in moderation. Healthy food just tastes better, and I'm much more likely to actually cook at home. So not only am I getting more meal prep in, but I'm saving a little bit more money, arguably, because I am probably eating more. And it's also just healthier because I know what goes into it. My skincare is better. If I don't like clean my face, for example, right after a workout, I'm just a lot more acne prone. So I'm paying better attention to my skin. My body feels less tense more often. I'm foam rolling, I'm stretching, I'm using my percussion massager 1, if not 2 times a day. I feel less tension during marathon training, right now at least, than I do just on an average week when I'm not doing this level of physical training. That to me is like, that's wild. And this all means that I'm just wrapping all of these extremely healthy habits around running in order to support the training itself. Otherwise, I'm just not going to be able to do something like a marathon. And I definitely won't be able to relax. Like if I'm not eating well and taking care of my physical environment and, you know, making sure that my body has no tension in it or less tension in it, it's not going to feel good. That cumulative fatigue is just not going to be worth it. So it's kind of amazing to me how all of these things naturally emerge, and I feel really lucky that they are. The biggest one too is I just feel more calm and more grounded, and even right now, just excited. You know, I have nothing fancy going on right now. I'm just sort of like, you know, reading and relaxing for the night, but I'm in such a good mood just existing. What an incredible thing. I show up better in every way, right? Like I show up more grounded at work and in my personal relationships and in my relationship to myself. And it's just this positive momentum is something that I really want to keep going. The only caveat is that my social life is definitely a little bit harder to manage, but I do make the time count, and I'm a lot more likely actually to socialize with my friends who aren't runners because I'm thinking ahead in terms of when am I going to be free. I'm communicating more about my schedule, but I do make the time count, and they know that if I have to miss something, I have a legit reason, which is usually that I'm sleeping or like half asleep and eating. But for me, that's pretty legit. All of this just to say, like, I'm feeling really motivated 3 weeks into marathon training, and incredibly lucky that I'm able to notice and put these habits into place that are making me a more effective athlete.